I'm so excited to be here with you all. I am here with a really special guest. In a moment, we'll get started, but I want to ask you all first, have you ever felt like things have happened in your life that have just closed your heart off? Or you know that there's more for your heart and there's more connection that you could possibly have in your life, but there's something in the way. If that's you, this man is somebody you need to hear about. You need to hear him speak. You need to hear what he has got going on. John Schlapbach is an amazing human being. He's absolutely incredible. John, I'm going to tell everybody about you in a second, but just welcome and thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you, everyone. And hi, everyone out there.
So let me tell you about this guy. He's incredible. He is a master certified body code, emotion code practitioner, heart wall specialist, international wellness consultant, medical intuitive, any energy medicine specialist, speaker, and teacher. Are you getting the hint, everybody? John has some incredible knowledge. Oh, he has over 40 years. So he beats me because I've got over 30, but he beats me. It's over 40 years in holistic health, helping thousands of people all over the world to improve their quality of life. You're going to want to hear this, everyone. So John, thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you. It's just a pleasure to be here and just to be connected with all these amazing women speakers and teachers. And yeah, I'm just so looking forward to this.
It's pretty cool because John, everybody, is speaking on Women's Spirit Summit that's happening August 15th through 17th. So as we're recording this, if you're here with us live, it's happening starting tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And he's our one guy, besides my amazing husband, Stephen, he's our one man who is speaking in the midst of Women's Spirit Summit. And I think it's important that we have this. So thank you for doing that. But why don't you tell everybody how you got into this journey and how you came about being like 40 years of wellness specialization?
Yeah, well, many years ago, actually, it was back in 1969, I just started, for some reason, reading labels, food labels. How many people do that today? I just started reading food labels, and then from there, I went on got interested. I started to study nutrition, and then I got involved with learning a lot about different diets and stuff. And then I got into different types of massage, and I just kept going and going. And I just was fascinated by the holistic health, and that is something that for me has always been a passion of mine, is just this whole thing to do with holistic health. And throughout that, I did a lot of work with the body. I was an RMT specialist for many years. I studied so many different modalities, as you know, to be a healer in today's world. You have to be, and in order to be a teacher, you also need to be a student. So I've been a consummate student of the healing arts. And what happened for me, though, was back in the early 2000s, I went through a challenging time in my life, and I wasn't sure where to go from there. I was in this place where I was feeling pretty down. I was actually depressed. Anyone know what I mean? I was depressed. I didn't even know it. I went through a challenging divorce, and I felt like a failure, really. And I also felt sort of lost on some level. I was felt isolated, and I just really felt that I was in this place where I just couldn't stay there. So yeah. I know even my friends, when it happens sometimes to your friends, you're going, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? This was starting to happen to me. So it was about that time I decided I need to make some changes here, because I was, going down, and I needed to make some changes. So that's when I really started to explore more about the mind and really study the mind. And I studied with some amazing mentors over the years. Some of you may know some of them, Bob Proctor, many of them. And I started to get really fascinated with the mind. And being a massage therapist, it was all about the physical body. So I was very skilled at working with the physical body, but there was something that happened there where I decided that, there's got to be more, because I need to get beyond this. So when I started to study the mind, and then I started to realize how the mind ran the body, it wasn't the other way around. When I started to realize that, it really got me going. And there was one part of that really struck me. And this was to do with the heart. Now, I don't know how many of you out there are heart-centered people, but I know I am.
Most of our viewers are probably heart-centered people and have
yeah,
experienced something
yeah,
similar like that,
yeah,
a breakdown in life and then coming about to see like the power of the mind. So you're talking to the right people.
yeah. So I really started to discover that sometimes in our lives, when we go through these traumas or events, there's always emotions tied into these events.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was feeling depressed, I was feeling lonely, isolated. Actually, I was feeling angry, and many, many other things were coming up, resentment, many other emotions. And so I started to realize that I was holding on to some of those emotions. And where was I holding on to them? It was around my heart.
Yeah.
It was holding on to them, my heart. And I realized that what was happening, and through a lot of study and research, I realized that I was building this invisible wall around my heart. And this wall was made up of these emotions, these trapped emotions. These are emotions that we may feel, but we don't express them. We don't process them.
How many people watching and listening have that? Like all these emotions that we don't let ourselves fully process. Put in the comments down below, everybody.
Yeah. So all of these emotions were building up. I was creating this wall around my heart and of what we call trapped emotions. And it was affecting everything. Because, one thing about the heart that I've come to learn is that your heart is the seat of your soul.
Yeah.
It's your source of your love. It's where all of your creativity occurs. And so when you have this block around your heart, you're not being able to live your life. You can't find that place of inner peace. You really can't be the best version of yourself. So as I started to explore this, and I was working on myself initially, and then some of my patients at the time were open to this. So I started working with them and helping them. And it was amazing what came up. Sometimes, if you can imagine this, 3 years old, and you're angry at someone, maybe it was a family member or something, but you never expressed it. And there it was right there.
It stays with you.
So these layers and layers were building up and building up. And the other thing about the heart, this around us, about 12 feet in diameter, our heart, we have this energy that goes up from our heart. So imagine if you're sending love to someone, and this has been proven, if you send love to someone, even if they're 1,000 miles away, it registers in their brain.
That's like that connection happens,
Yeah,
which is really cool because Women's Spirit Summit is coming up. It's all online, but we'll be creating this community of heart where everyone's connected. Can we talk about that for a little bit? Like, what is it that you're bringing to Women's Spirit Summit? What's your talk about?
It's actually going to be titled "Welcome to the Age of the Heart," and because so much is critical in being able to open our hearts, there's something else too, that because the world is shifting, for some of you, this, we're moving into a whole new age. And especially women, we need women to step up because we need more of that feminine to help balance out.
That's what I love about what you do, John, that you're so committed to helping the women to rise and be supported. It's powerful.
Exactly. And yeah, I would say that probably 90% of my clients over the years have been women. So yeah, we need to move into this age with open hearts. In order for things to change, we need to open our hearts. And that's what I'm here to help people with.
Very cool. I'm really excited. Let me tell everybody about Women's Spirit Summit. So John is going to be offering a soul talk, which is a mini workshop that's potent, powerful. You're going to come and glean some wisdom from him and 20 other incredible speakers at Women's Spirit Summit. This is it, everybody. womenspiritsummit.com. Go there and grab a ticket. It is completely free to attend. We want to make this accessible to as many people as possible. You can come and hear John speak. If you loved this like little scratch on the surface of what he has to talk about, come to Women's Spirit Summit. It's August 15th through 17th. Grab your free ticket right here, womenspiritsummit.com. There are 2 S's, Women's and Spirit. 2 S's in a row right there, womenspiritsummit.com. Grab your ticket and come and hear him speak and go deeper on your journey, everyone. Let yourself open to what needs to be healed next. Because like you were saying, John, we're moving into something new and different, a new time and a new age. And we need awakened people, more and more people who have support. Gone are the times that we can like do it separately. We need to come together. So Women's Spirit Summit, everybody, join us for Women's Spirit Summit. John, what are you most looking forward to as part of this event?
Well, I'm just looking forward to hearing everyone else's soul talk, because again, so many amazing women, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to being able to help in this transition. And I know we're all part of it. So yeah, it's I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to it. And, these women, you've got to be there, because these women I've learned so much already. And I've been just telling everyone about it. So yeah.
Very cool. Well, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. WomenSpiritSummit.com, everyone, August 15th through 17th, online, completely free. What would you like to leave the audience off with? Maybe like a pearl of wisdom from you. Something that somebody could do right now today to start to open their heart back up?
Well, something very simple is just by placing your hand over your heart. Whenever you're in a situation where you're feeling some stress or discomfort, place your hand gently. I mean, gently, not over your heart. Breathe into your heart. Just relax into your heart, and you'll be amazed how that changes everything for you.
No, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I can feel it already. And John, every time I'm around you, you just have such a wealth of knowledge to share. I'm so excited to have you, and honored to have you speak at Women's Spirit Summit, our one incredible man who's doing a talk. WomenSpiritSummit.com, everyone. Join us there. Prepare to have your life totally shifted and changed. Get the tools that you need to move into this new age, the age of the heart. Welcome to the age of the heart. So beautiful. John, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much. And hi to everyone. Make sure you're there. We look forward to seeing it. We look forward to seeing you there. It'll be life-changing for sure.
I agree. WomenSpiritSummit.com, everybody. Last chance. Join us there. I'm so excited to see you all.